Hello everyone, myself Swati. Today we are going to see about analog circuits. Related to that, we have started about linear application of op-amp. In that, 2 or 3 applications we studied already. Today, apart from that, we are going to study about differentiator amplifier. Now let us see about that differential amplifier. Introduction. Basic operational amplifier differentiator circuit produces an output signal which is the first derivative of the input signal. That means whatever the input signal applied to op-amp, the output is introduced in the form of differentiation. Differentiation means derivation. We know very well in mathematics there are a number of orders related to that differentiator, that is a order 1, order 2, d by dt, d2 by dt, d3 by dt, like this number of orders are involved. But whenever we are applying input to op-amp and output is introduced in terms of derivative, in that case we are considering only first order derivative output. Just see here. Here is the circuit diagram related to differentiator amplifier. In differentiator amplifier, 2 inputs are available in op-amp. We know very well, that is a negative terminal input and positive terminal input. Just see here, for the negative terminal input, Vin, that is the input voltage is applied to negative terminal of the op-amp. That terminal is nothing but inverting terminal. Along with that inverting terminal, RF, that is a feedback resistance, is connected through that input voltage, and positive terminal is nothing but non-inverting terminal is connected towards minus VE, that is towards ground. Then about what is that circuit related to that differentiator? Just see here, in series connection capacitor is connected by it is named as a C, and whatever the input current flowing through that capacitor is represented by the letter In. That means In current is flowing towards that capacitor, towards that op-amp, and output here, whatever the output we are getting here, that output is nothing but first order derivative of input signal. Along with this, here the positive position of the capacitor and the resistor has been reversed, and now the reactance Xc is connected to the input terminal of inverting amplifier. That means here the connection of that resistance and capacitor which is available in a previous circuit just explained here. While the resistor RF, that is a feedback resistor from the negative feedback element across the operational amplifier as in normal condition. Along with this, operational amplifier circuit performs the mathematical operation. We know very well, in name itself indicate that op-amp. Op-amp is a short form related to operational amplifier. In that, number of mathematical operations are performed by using single IC, that is op-amp IC 741. In that, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, along with that integrator, differentiator, these all the mathematical tools or operations are performed by using that op-amp IC. Only the division operation cannot be performed by using that op-amp IC. Along with this, the differentiation definition, that is produces a voltage output which is directly proportional to input voltages. Rate of change of that means again rate of change of word is a synonym word related to differentiation with respect to time. That means differentiation, we have to take the differentiation with respect to any variable quantity. Here the time is a varying factor. For that purpose, here the differentiation we are taking with respect to time. In other words, the faster or larger change to the input voltage signal, the greater the input current, the greater will be the output voltage change in response, becoming more of a spike in a shape. That means capacitor charging period, discharging current, current is in a rising condition and decreasing condition. Depending upon that, the capacitor will be introduces spikes in the waveform. Along with this, As with the integrated circuit, we have a resistor and capacitor forming a RC network across the operational amplifier of the reactance XC. That means for the integration purpose, that feedback resistor and capacitor is connected in parallel with each other. And here what we seen that capacitor and resistor, that is a feedback resistor and capacitor, are connected in a series combination, and it will be introduces that reactance, that is a XC of the capacitor, plays a major role in the performance of op-amp differentiator. Along with this, just see here the block diagram, or we mean to say circuit diagram related to that differentiator circuit. Just see here, I have explained that is the input is applied to inverting terminal of the op-amp, that means negative, and it will be introduces the output, which is the differentiated output. IF is a current flowing through that feedback resistor RF, and IN is a current flowing across that capacitor C. Then along with this, what happened in a op-amp differentiator circuit? Just see, the input signal to the differentiator is applied to the capacitor. We know the capacitor blocks any DC content, so there is a no current flow from the amplifier summing point, that is the X. From X node there is a no any kind of a current is a flow from that input terminal towards that output stage. Then what about that resulting output voltage? The resulting output voltage is 0. The capacitor only allows AC type input voltage changes to pass through, and whose frequency is dependent upon the rate of change of input signal. That means here whatever the output voltage is introduced in that circuit along with that X node, that output voltage is equal to 0. Then op-amp differentiator circuit, again continuation with this. At low frequencies, the reactance of the capacitance is a high, resulting in a low gain, that is a RF divided by XC. This is a gain related to differentiator, and the low output voltage from the op-amp. At higher frequencies, the reactance of the capacitor is a much lower, resulting in a higher gain and higher output voltage from the differentiator amplifier. Along with this, however, at a higher frequencies, an op-amp differentiator circuit becomes unstable and will start to oscillate. That means oscillations will be generated by using that op-amp. This is due mainly to the first order effect, which determines the frequency response of op-amp circuit, causing a second order response which at a higher frequencies gives an output voltage far higher than what would be expected. Along with this, to avoid this high frequency gain of the circuit, we need to reduce by adding an additional small value capacitor across the feedback resistor RF. That means we have to connect capacitor along with the series connection, or in parallel connection related to that feedback resistor RF. Along with this, the node voltage of the operational amplifier at its inverting input terminal is a 0, because applied input current or a 0 current or a voltage, it is observing that is 0. For that purpose, whatever the output introduced, it is again 0. The current I flowing through the capacitor will be given as that current equation is given by IN is equal to IF. That means input current is equal to feedback current, and we are converting that feedback current into in terms of voltage by using the formula I is equal to V divided by R. According to that, IF is nothing but feedback current is equal to V out. V out is nothing but output voltage divided by feedback resistor. Along with this, the change on a capacitor equals capacitance times voltage across the capacitor by using the formula Q is equal to C into V in. Thus, the rate of change of this charge is given by the formula d by dt of Q. That means taking the differentiation of the above equation, what we get, d by dt of Q is equal to C into d by dt of V in. C is a capacitor value and it is a constant. Only the varying factor is the charge rate and input voltage. But d by dt of Q is the capacitor current and it is denoted by I. Then how we are going to calculating that I, and just see I in is equal to C d by dt of V in. Here also C is a constant factor. For that purpose it is taken out. And what is the output, resultant output of that input current is, input current is equal to feedback current. Input current is represented by letter IN and feedback current is represented by the letter IF. Therefore, what is that output voltage? Vout divided by RF is equal to C d by dt of Vin. Here the negative sign came into picture because at initial level while designing that differentiator we are connected that input towards the inverting terminal of the op-amp, that is a negative terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose, whatever the output is introduced by that circuit, that output is a totally 180 degree out of phase from that input, and that negative sign shows us that type of a indication. Along with this, from which we have an ideal voltage output for the op-amp differentiator is given as Vout is equal to minus RFC d by dt into Vin. Therefore, the output voltage Vout is a constant, that is a minus Rf into C. The time to derive the input voltage Vin with respect to time. The minus sign indicates that, as I told, 180 degree phase shift becomes the input signal is connected towards the inverting input terminal of operational amplifier. One final point to mention, an op-amp differentiator circuit in its basic form has two main disadvantages compared to the previous operational amplifier integrator circuit. One is that it suffers from instability at a higher frequencies as mentioned above, and the other is that the capacitive input makes it very susceptible to random noise. Signals and any noise are harmonious presence in the source circuit will be amplified more than the input signal itself. This is because the output is proportional to the slope of the input voltages, so means of limiting the bandwidth in order to achieve closed loop stability is required related to that op-amp. For that, providing that stability, some rules are designed. Just see, if we applying a constant changing signal such as a square wave, triangular wave or sine wave type signal to the input of differentiator amplifier circuit, the resultant output signal will be changed and whose final shape is dependent upon the RC time constant of the resistor and capacitor combination. These are some waveforms related to op-amp differentiator as an input-output proportionality. Just see here, given that input is a square wave and whatever the output we are getting, that output are nothing but spikes. If suppose we are giving that input as a triangular wave and we are getting that rectangular wave, this is the output of differentiator. If for the differentiator we are giving that sine wave as an input, it will be introduced as cosine wave as a output. Then frequency response of an ideal differentiator. Frequency response is a very important parameter, will play so many vital roles in the design, construction and execution of that differential amplifier. Just see what it shows. The gain of an op-amp differentiator is directly dependent upon the frequency of the input signal. Hence, for a DC input where F, that means frequency, is equal to 0, the output is also 0. As the frequency of the input signal increases, the output also increases. The frequency response of an ideal differentiator is as shown in the figure. This is a frequency response related to ideal differentiator. It will be shows from 0 to 60 dB the gain representation for y-axis and frequency representation for the x-axis. And just see here, from that 20 dB per decade, the decade factor goes on increasing conditions. Then frequency F1 is the frequency for which the gain differentiator becomes unity. That means there is a one point is available where we got that unity differentiator output. That point is nothing but while adjusting the frequency f1, then and then only we can get that unity point. It can be seen from the figure that for frequency less than f1, the gain is less than unity. For f1, the gain becomes the unity, that is 0 dB, and beyond f1, the gain increases at 20 dB per decade. Along with that, for an ideal differentiator, the gain increases as the frequency increases. That means there is a intercorrelation in between frequency and gain. Frequency and gain are directly proportional with each other. Thus, at some higher frequencies, the differentiator may become unstable and causes oscillations which results in a noise. These problems can be avoided or corrected in a practical differentiator circuit, which uses a resistor R1 in a series with the input capacitor and the capacitor CF in parallel with the feedback resistor as shown in the figure below. Just see, this is a figure structure related to op-amp as a differentiator along with a practical differentiator circuit. Here, along with that RF, parallelly one CF, that is a feedback capacitor, is a connected. This is only one change related to practical differentiator. And what about that changes done in that circuit? It will be introduces that output voltage. Just see what that equation is. The output voltage of a practical op-amp differentiating amplifier circuit is given as Vout is equal to minus RF C1 into bracket d by dt of input voltage. That is, the output voltage is RF C1 times the differentiation of that input voltage. That means this RF C1 is the differentiation constant factor related to that input terminal. The addition of a resistor R1 and capacitor CF stabilizes the circuit at a higher frequency and also reduces the effect of noise. Then frequency response of practical differentiator. What about that practical differentiator? The gain of the practical differentiator increases with increasing frequency at a higher particular frequency, which is denoted by the letter F1. The gain becomes the unity, that is a 0 dB per decade till the input frequency reaches a frequency F2. Beyond this frequency of the input signal, the gain of the differentiator start to decrease at a rate of 20 dB per decade. This effect is due to the addition of the resistor R1 and the capacitor CF, which are connected both side by side in a parallel proportion. The frequency response curve of a practical differentiator as shown in the figure below. Just see what that shows. Adding the input resistor R in limits the differentiator increases in gain at a ratio of R1 divided by whatever that quantity, that is a RF divided by R in. Additional attenuation of a higher frequencies is accomplished by connecting a capacitor CF in a parallel with the differentiator feedback resistor RF. This then forms the basic of a active high pass filter as we have seen before the filter section. Along with that, just see here the frequency response of a practical differentiator. For that practical differentiator, you start from that minus 20 dB per decade and stop at the point where we reach, that is plus 20 dB per decade. And what are the output waveforms are introduced? Just see here. First one is the ideal differentiator, second one is a minus 20 dB per decade, then third one is a practical differentiator. The basic single resistor and a single resistor and a single capacitors op-amp differentiator circuit is not widely used to perform a mathematical functions of differentiation because of two inherent faults mentioned above, instability and noise. So now in order to reduce the overall closed loop gain of the circuit at a higher frequency on an extra resistor, that is a Rin, is added to the input as shown in below. Just see here the improved op-amp differentiator amplifier. It is a similar in comparison with that practical differentiator amplifier. Here just see whatever the output introduced by that circuit. We are observing that is a minus RF divided by Rin, 20 dB per decade. Input is supplied here, and output factor related to that multiplication factor is a 1 divided by Cin into RF. Then along with that we studied about that implementation in the differentiator amplifier. Then all these things related to the differentiator amplifier we studied. And the last but not least part related to this lecture is the application of a op-amp differentiator. What are the applications related to op-amp differentiator? Just see, differentiating amplifiers are not mostly commonly designed to operate on a triangular and a rectangular signal. Differentiators also find application as a wave shaping circuits to detect high frequency component in the input signal. These are one or two examples related to differentiator. Okay, this is all about the differentiator. Thank you.